All right, here we go. We can carry on with this job. So while John was away for a couple of weeks, I decided to go ahead and do all the messy bits because I could spend hours and hours and hours cleaning every little piece by hand, which I don't think you would want to sit around for.
Quite happy to let you do that on your own.
Main things I did was clean up all the rubber. This thing stunk so bad. Do you remember all that weird
yes, very
moldy
strange
shit
sort
on
of
it?
white on white, hadn't it?
That smelled so bad when I was washing it. Oh my God.
But it's come back to life.
Look at that. Perfect.
Yeah, looks
Tank rubbers looking great.
okay.
These were covered because it seemed like the person had used a sealant on these, and scraping all that off was a heck of a job, but it worked.
That looks like it's
And
come
that's siliconed,
up well.
and those are all cleaned up.
This is a work of art now, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a mess.
That's
Yeah.
horrible underneath.
Yeah, and that's great. Yeah, works beautifully. So I'm very happy with that, how that's come out. All these things, these just had general sort of surface erosion
polishing.
on top, and so they're all polished up nicely.
There were some
for all
bolts that you
those.
treated that were gone black.
All these banjo ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
These.
yeah.
So these, one of them was more corroded than the other three, and so when I brushed it, it just took all the black off because
Okay.
it had lifted it up, and so it took it all off. And because it looked different, I'm like, oh, well, which one was it? It's hard to tell,
Well, if
isn't
you can't
it?
tell, that's good. So let's come back to the original.
Yeah, I think that one,
So what did you put on it to make it?
the Perma Blue, this stuff here,
Okay.
gun bluing.
No, I didn't know that.
And then I gave it a coat of clear coat because
spray-
they all had this
spray tint.
gloss. See, they all had this gloss in there because everything Honda has clear coat on it. That's got clear coat, and these all had clear coat. Remember what that looked like? It
Got
was
totally
brown.
gummed up. Had it?
And so I cleaned all that up. That's very nice,
Looks-
looking good.
Looks pretty new.
Doesn't come apart. It's riveted.
No,
But it's had a
they
lot
often
of
don't, do they?
it's had a lot of cleaner and air through it. This you saw come out of the tank.
Sorry,
This is
yeah,
the filter that goes
that
there.
should be fine. Yeah, yeah.
And that was stuck up inside the tank. And then I had to go to this place in the hut to get this replacement for that. And that's the ring that goes inside it. So we'll put all that together. I made this gasket because that all had disintegrated and come out. So I made that.
Did you? What did you
Closed
make
cell
that from?
foam. Using this stuff that I bought decades ago
is it
for
flexible?
cameras. That's closed cell foam. And then there was this thing, which was terrible on top. So that's polished up like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay. Oh, and this, I was happy with the strap. Yeah, it's looking nice.
Yeah, the silicon sort of treats the rubber surface to make it look sort of fresh.
Gets in
again.
there, fills any pores, and just
Right. Yeah.
sort of reconditions it nicely. Perfectly.
So what is the silicon that you use?
Just silicone grease. 500H paste. And I did the spray on here. That's why all these hoses look new.
They do very much so.
Yeah, it's had spray all the way up inside as well. Everything's full of
Right.
it. Yes, did the carb. There's
It's surprisingly heavy.
and these bits here for that.
Much heavier than the Del Auto is.
Yeah, that's heavy.
You think?
Oh God, that's heavy.
What have you got in there? Half a pound of lead.
It does feel like there's a lot of lead in there. Wow. Yeah, I notice that now. That's surprising. So I think what we'll do today is put the brakes on the bike, mount all the hoses again, and then try and bleed it.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, let's try and do that. Now, since the last video, the tanks had an additional derusting, but I don't really think there's much in the way of rust in there at all. All that brown garbage that is stuck everywhere. It's the same stuff that's in the carbs.
Yeah.
It's just that brown leftover from the
Sludgy
fuel.
garbage.
And that was everywhere. So the tanks now had all that vacuum and the clean out and the shaking with the nuts and all that. And then the big evaporest that sat there for about 6 hours, 7 hours. I did end up washing it because I just put a hose through it and just kept doing, so much stuff was coming out in the sink. You could just see it in the bottom of the sink.
Right.
Then dried it with the air as well. And after 3 more days, I used this one here, that kind of rust converter, which is a liquid, not a cream. And it just instantly converts anything to that black kind of finish. so you can really see immediately if it's going to do anything. So grab that again.
Yeah, sure.
There's the
Hold it
switch.
right sort of place.
And get it good. That's the bottom edge. That's the seam right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was just full of crap.
Yeah.
So just for good measure, I let that other stuff sit in there, washed it around the tank, and then soaked out what was left. And then that's dried. So that's been a few days now. There's that seam back there. See, it's a good seam.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that might even be the weld.
Looks a bit like it.
It does, yeah, because it's not liquid. Up the back here is sort of interesting. You can see
It's that reddish orange.
again, that's the seam, but there's that. See that?
Oh, perforated.
Yeah, so an anti-slosh kind of a barrier.
Okay.
Because it's such a long tank, I guess. That just stops it banging around when you're stopping and starting.
Yeah.
All that acceleration. That's interesting. And again, that's the seam is down there.
Yep.
That does look like the weld or something.
They must have had some kind of pink treatment originally or something that metal.
Well, that primary sort of stuff, it looks almost like. I mean, it's certainly colorful in there. But there's no more stuff. There's just no garbage in there. So it's completely clear of crap.
Great.
I think I'll use paper towels
You don't want these
first, and then I'll use those as the after wipe. So there. Basically, just get in there and rub it all off. Let's.
Yep.
Does it go all over the engine there?
Okay. Oh yeah, this comes up nice.
Yeah. Someone's taped a plate or something onto it. It's actually moving, but I think it's probably going to leave the pattern anyway, even when it's gone.
Yeah, it's sort of sunk into the plastic.
Yeah. Better than it was, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, shall we do the brakes? We do start with one back here and see what we can manage. And there. It's on. Okay. Where does that end up?
Yeah, it looks like it should, but we go through here or something.
Ends up like that.
Okay.
Ends up. So that's the frame. So yeah, it ends up like that. Yes. about there. And about
Quite long, I mean.
very long, like that. Okay, I'll come back.
Right, so that's just the residue.
And so here I'm just gonna use the blue, and the blue doesn't need heat to come off. It's just mechanical.
Yeah.
Mechanical removal. This is a thicker piece than that.
That's probably about right.
About there.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get something to give us a bit more depth to that. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Very high tech.
Yep.
Okay. Gives us an extra few mil. Easy.
Gives you a false impression.
That on, that down there. So now, so we're going plonk.
That's right. But don't open it
Why
up.
did
as
that
much
do
as
that?
Probably.
Because that's got... What's making that stick? What's doing that? Is that because... that?
Is it this friction in here?
Okay. And we still need that on it. Right.
Better?
Yeah. No, it doesn't pull it anywhere. Yeah, that's it.
Are we right?
We are. That's nice. It's the right angle.
Good. Well, I'm
Goes
glad
in
you're
now.
satisfied. You're a hard
Buttons
man.
are on.
You're a hard man to please.
Well, that had to be done right. I mean, you couldn't just leave that without knowing.
Well, you could actually.
No.
But it wouldn't meet your standards.
Absolutely not. I needed to know what was going on there. 100%.
Right.
Okay, so we got the fluid.
Yeah.
So we're going to fill that up and just bring it up to whatever. If you can see it, then we're good.
Just sort of up.
Yeah,
there
just
somewhere.
where you can sort of, so that you can repeat it. Oh,
Yeah. So. Yeah, you got to fill up the chambers first. It's going to take a while.
coming out already. Look at that. It's already tightening up.
Oh, well, there you go, you see. Don't need to bleed.
Oh, I need to come up much further. There. I wasn't even out far enough. It's tight. It's real tight. Feel that.
That's rock
That's
solid.
a solid brick, yeah.
I never got the Ducati lever like that, just like that.
Yeah. No. I think it's all so tight.
It took days of work.
It's so tight in such a short run that that's tight.
I think that's, yeah, and with, you know, obviously you have to try it in a couple of days because some of the air bubbles might sort of resurface. But it looks good.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, there we go. See what's going on. It doesn't feel like it's actually
Let's try.
pushing anything through it, maybe.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Just gonna hold that up so just in case I
Okay.
get a squirt in my eye. So. Getting it? Yep.
Well, you feel a bit of pressure.
It's coming up. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay. Again. So you put that pressure. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Final.
Yeah. And now I'm getting that.
Certainly not like the other one. Oh.
Getting there. Not bad, is it? For this kind of.
I would say
it's
that-
not stiff like that.
No.
It's probably more like what it's supposed to be.
But you'd expect more travel on the handlebar lever anyway. So that's starting to
it's
feel good.
pretty good.
It suddenly came right.
How's that?
Oh, I could put a bit more in, but it's not taking it much.
Put a lot through.
Yeah, it had. Yeah.
Okay, so half. One. Pretty sure the bar is the same as the kilogram. So let's switch to the other thing.
Bit high, that's all right. 2310.
So. $200?
200. Bang. Pretty close. Yeah, slightly over on both, but that's good.
Okay. No. That
Well, it's
feels
gripping.
great.
You want me to give you a push?
Fine. Yeah. It's a rear, does it lock up?
Yeah, it was locking.
This is all done. Okay.
Yeah.
Feels great. All right, John just left, but before I finish here, I thought I might just give this a bit of a clean up. It's fine in here, really, but pretty filthy out here. Fantastic. Fantastic. It's looking nice. Good. And that sticky on the back of the light is basically gone.